New live still populating.
There we go.
Welcome in, everybody. Grimy, Down to Fish, Amy, great to see y'all. Thanks for joining. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button on your way in here. Share the stream on your social media if you'd be so kind. Mods, welcome back as well. Best damn mods in the business. Gotta love it. Helping us navigate all this radio traffic that's been happening the past couple of days. Woo! Tim, great to see you. Travis, great to see you. Spit Mask. I got brekkie for dinner on my menu. Let's go.
Oh, what are we
Lori,
having?
great to see you. Bacon and pancakes.
That sounds amazing.
Yep. Freddie, welcome in from Sweden. Great to have you here.
I'm just giving everyone else a heads up to join this live and end the other live on the previous 24/7 stream.
KT Mooney, welcome in. Sorry, KT Money, welcome in there. I thought I saw two O's. And I'll tell everybody with their earshot, we are just as frustrated as you with this YouTube display name change. It is driving us crazy. Half of you, we know exactly who you were beforehand. Half of you, we have no idea who in the hell you are. It has been absolutely a mess. YouTube, if you're listening, please change it back. I noticed that it hasn't hit every channel yet. I know Frost was looking around today to try to fix that if it was something that he can do on his end. And absolutely nothing that he can do on his end, unfortunately. So we'll just have to roll with it. But welcome in everybody that's here tonight.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end the previous 24/7 live while we're chatting over here. We got 5 EAMs currently. Oh, we do have traffic rolling in here in just a second. Oh, I think I missed it. Or will have new traffic coming in. We'll give a few people a few bit more minutes to come in. We had 80 people on the last live, so we'll let people make their way in. In case you're not sure what we were talking about, YouTube changed how names display in the chat. It's not your display name anymore. It's your username or handle, your @sign. So Swiller, did yours change?
Usually when I make accounts, I'm not too creative, you know?
Okay.
So I think it's the same. Let's see here. Yeah, see, my name is basically the same no matter what. So I'm immune from this. But
right.
The rest of y'all who have way different handles than your display names, as you can see in our chat, it has an @ and then your username, your actual YouTube username.
Yeah.
Before it was a display name of your choice. So some people would put in their full name, some people would, put in whatever they wanted, completely different than their username.
Oh, we got an EAM coming in. Sorry.
This is Sunset break. 4 exercise GT26 CPX AZFT. 4. Exercise GT26 CPX ACFT.
Never
7.
heard that before.
Romeo Alpha Oscar Charlie Yankee Standby. 7. Romeo Alpha Oscar Charlie Yankee Standby. 7. Romeo Alpha Oscar Charlie Yankee Standby. Message of 285 characters followed.
285
7.
characters.
Romeo Alpha Oscar Charlie Yankee 6 Zulu 3 Foxtrot 3 Zulu Tango 7 Zulu Yankee Golf Papa Bravo Golf Delta Kilo 3 November 3 Hotel X-ray Echo 5 Zulu Papa 2 7 2 Juliet Charlie Hotel Kilo India Hotel Quebec Lima Quebec X-ray Kilo Tango Romeo Bravo Delta Kilo Tango Quebec Lima 7 Hotel Kilo Tango Romeo Bravo Golf 4 November Zulu Charlie Hotel Quebec Lima Victor Mike Kilo Tango Romeo Bravo Victor Whiskey Kilo Tango Quebec Lima Charlie 5 Kilo Tango Romeo Bravo Whiskey Uniform 4 November Papa Alpha Hotel Quebec Lima Sierra Papa Kilo Tango Romeo Bravo 7 Delta Kilo Tango Quebec Lima Whiskey 5 Kilo Tango Romeo Bravo Juliet 7 4 November Papa Echo Charlie Uniform Victor India Uniform Romeo Hotel Quebec Lima Uniform 7 Kilo Tango Romeo Bravo Juliet Mike Kilo India, Kilo, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, Romeo, Oscar, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Alpha, 4, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Alpha, 2, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Romeo, Golf, 4, November, Oscar, Alpha, Yankee, Yankee, 4, Romeo, Uniform, Golf, Hotel, November, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, November, Sierra, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, 4, Victor, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Sierra, Delta, 4, November, 4, 2, Hotel, Quebec, Romeo, Bravo, Papa, Hotel, Charlie, Zulu, Quebec, Lima, Alpha, 2, 4, November, Sierra, 7, Hotel, Quebec, Romeo, Bravo, Golf, 4, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Golf, X-ray, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Mike, Echo, 4, November, Papa, Echo, Kilo, Charlie, Zulu, Bravo, India, Lima, 5, Papa, Hotel, Bravo, Uniform, 4, 4, November, Oscar, Alpha, Charlie, Uniform, Sierra, Lima, Uniform, Golf, 5, Papa, Sierra, Oscar, 4, November, Zulu, India.
Audio just cut out on the EAM transmission.
Say again.
Oh, it's the repeat.
4, exercise, GT, 26, CTX, ACFD. 4, exercise, GT, 26, CPX, ACFD. 7, Romeo, Alpha, Oscar, Charlie, Yankee, 6, Zulu, 3, Foxtrot, 3, Zulu, Tango, 7, Zulu, Yankee, Golf, Golf, Papa, Bravo, November 3, Hotel, X-ray, Echo, 5, Zulu, Papa, 2, 7, 2, Juliet, Charlie, Hotel, Kilo, India, India, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, Quebec, X-ray, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Delta, Kilo, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, 7, Hotel, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Bravo, Golf, 4, November, Zulu, Charlie, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, Victor, Mike, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Victor, Whiskey, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Charlie, 5, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Whiskey, Uniform, 4, November, Alpha, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, Sierra, Papa, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, 7, Delta, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Whiskey, 5, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Juliet, 7, 4, November, Papa, Echo, Charlie, Uniform, Victor, India, Uniform, Romeo, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, Uniform, 7, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Juliet, Mike, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Uniform, 6, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Lima, Hotel, 4, November, India, Kilo, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, Romeo, Oscar, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Alpha, 4, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Alpha, 2, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Romeo, Golf, 4, November, Oscar, Alpha, Yankee, Yankee, 4, Romeo, Uniform, Golf, Hotel, November, Hotel, Quebec, Quebec, Lima, November, Sierra, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, 4, Victor, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Sierra, Delta, 4, November, 4, 2, Hotel, Quebec, Romeo, Bravo, Papa, Hotel, Charlie, Zulu, Quebec, Lima, Alpha, 2, 4, November, Sierra, 7, Hotel, Quebec, Romeo, Bravo, Golf, 4, Kilo, Tango, Quebec, Lima, Golf, X-Ray, Kilo, Tango, Romeo, Bravo, Mike, Echo, 4, November, Papa, Echo, Kilo, Charlie, Zulu, Bravo, India, Lima, 5, Papa, Hotel, Bravo, Uniform, 4, 4, November, Oscar, Alpha, Charlie, Uniform, Sierra, Lima, Uniform, Golf, 5, Papa, Sierra, Oscar, 4, November, Zulu, India. This completes message of 285 characters. This is Bumstead, out.
Somebody get that broadcaster some water, maybe a drink, maybe buy him a drink. Holy smokes. Got what? Was that a 285 character EAM?
Bro. And 285 really means 570 when you think about it, because you got to say it twice.
And I'm pretty sure they did. I mean, I was not writing that down or copying that, but if they got that perfectly correct, that is amazing. Oh, we got another something coming in here, real low. While I try to bring that in, that was very interesting. They said for exercise, GT 26 CPX ACE. During this exercise, we're hearing some stuff
Frost.
I've never heard of. Go ahead.
I'm wondering if that message just came from the E6 that is orbiting over Oklahoma right now. There's a ghost E6, Alpha Echo, Charlie Charlie, Fox Fox.
Awesome. I had something weird happen. My bottom left window is Kiwi SDR. I don't have my radios connected to this stream. They're currently running the 24/7 stream. I can't find this window that I'm sharing. It somehow disappeared off my desktop. Good times. Let's see here. Callie says, Global Thunder is an annual nuclear con and control exercise conducted by the U.S. U.S. Stratcom to enhance nuclear readiness and ensure the safety, security, and effectiveness of the U.S. Thank you so much, Callie. That is currently going on here for the next few days, including yesterday. That doesn't mean all the EAMs we hear right now are training. They could be real world. It's hard for us, not as the receivers, to determine. It was interesting to hear that one, the call sign or tag of it as exercise. I've never heard that before. So that very interesting stuff there. Not Good says, Warwatch Intel, thank you for your hard work, content, and contributions. Just appreciating. Hey, thank you so much for being here. One thing we don't do here is say like, oh my gosh, this EAM means the missiles are in the air. I do want to take 1 second and say, before we get to the meat and potatoes of the show, what we're doing right now is for your entertainment purposes and only. And anything here is for educational and entertainment purposes only. So by us listening to military frequencies, tracking aircraft, and all of that, as a disclaimer, it's just for your educational and entertainment purposes only. Anyways, having said that, Swiller, mods, chat, we hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube.
Let's
Holy
go.
smokes, let's freaking go. Oh my gosh. In what, 13, 14 months, we hit 10,000. That's freaking phenomenal. Numbers don't mean everything, but it's nice to have those milestones, and we're going to celebrate it. All of you, we did this together. This is quite the accomplishment for us. I never thought we'd see this. So amazing. So thank you to all of you. Thank you to everyone that watches the channel, contributes, moderates, spends their time here, puts in intel, spots aircraft, EAM info, or just hangs out and talks about food. It doesn't matter. Thank you for being here, every one of you. We've done such an amazing job, all of us. This is a community channel. This isn't about me. This isn't about Swiller. This is about what we do here and enjoying these hobbies together. This is my favorite place to hang out. So thank you, all of you. Holy smokes. We got 97 people in here on a Monday night. Let's go.
Hey, I'll say, you know what got us here so quickly is, of course, these great viewers, great subscribers. If you are new around here, just checking this out, listening to these EAMs, part of this exercise, make sure you give the stream a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, bell notification icon, and if you could be so kind, I do hate to ask, but share this stream on your social media. If you got Twitter or Facebook, or I guess X, the young kids call it these days, any of those social medias, please share it out there with your friends, family, like-minded people. Let them know that we're out here tracking all the current events, all the geopolitics, the war, the EAMs, the exercises, the not-so exercises. We have our eyes on it all. Not to mention our Discord. You guys are what absolutely makes this place great, what makes our Discord great. So make sure you check us out there as well.
Swiller, that E6 you were talking about, we got one on the East Coast. Did you say there was another?
There is a Ghost E6 up over Oklahoma.
Okay.
I believe it was just west of Norman, Oklahoma. It is on ADSB coming up is not available, but it is hex code Alpha Echo Charlie Charlie Fox Fox.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm going to put up another SDR on the East Coast. I have a hard time picking that up with my local equipment here. If I need to change some stuff over, I can.
Sorry, it has since updated on my ADSB, and now it's showing itself as an actual E6. There's a tanker Prow 321 that's right next to it on the map, and a C-17 Nogs 26.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Swiller. I am switching SDRs over. I pick up the West Coast and Middle America just fine, but sometimes those New York, Boston, Washington areas are hard to pick up.
Robert Ham, welcome in. Welcome to the channel.
So give me 1 second.
Take your time. Angry Mimi, great to see you.
Yeah, someone else is definitely broadcasting. I might have to move some cables around here in just a second, maybe, and get the big radio over to this channel if I need to, or this stream. Let's see what else we can find out there.
Man, I'd hate to be that Osprey flying in the middle of that rainstorm down there. That looks nasty.
Let's see here. Swiller, it looked like there was also another Osprey over in the middle of, where was it? By Djibouti.
Djibouti. Let's see what we
Yeah.
got going on over there on the ADSB. I got nothing on my screen, but you know how that goes. Half the time things are on mine that aren't on yours, and vice versa. I wonder how good old Skyglass is doing these days.
Yeah, I'm going to be booting that up here in the next few days. I believe there's been some great updates. It's been great software all around. I tried making it work for the 24/7 stream. Really not what it's intended for, but there are some weird. I got some off-channel frequencies going on here. It's very powerful. We're going to start using it again, definitely on these live streams. I love it. Has a lot of capabilities. So shout out to Skyglass. Good alternative, not alternative, but great software to run besides Flight Radar 24 and ADSB. Angry Mimi became a member at the level Recon Scout. Hey, welcome in. Welcome to the Recon crew. Good to have you here. Thank you for your support and thanks for being here. Swiller, if you take it away for a second, I'm going to hook up
Yeah, do what you got to do.
the
I'll take it
Yaesu
away.
here. The Yaesu,
Yeah, do what you
and I'm
gotta
gonna
do.
get us going.
All gravy, my man. All gravy. All right. So looking on the map here, looking on my map here, I see one thing that y'all can't see is there's an F-18 tooling around up in Canada, up in the between Alberta and Saskatchewan, cruising around up there. He got all the way up to about 45,000 feet, so he might have been up there doing a little curvature of the Earth exploratory flight. As you mentioned, we have E6s right now off the Atlantic and E6 over Oklahoma. I'm keeping my eyes out to see if one pops up out of the Pacific. See if we can't get an idea of where exactly these are coming from. Spec Ops flight down in Panama. No, if you guys are tracking at home, November 991 Hotel Alpha. November 991 Hotel Alpha. Belongs to the 645 Aeronautical Systems Group, typically a test group, but they are also the ones that move our spec ops around, our special forces, likely coming in and out of Colombia and then making their way over into Venezuela from the west. If I had to guess, I've been seeing flights in Panama City now, in that general area for the past week. And they've been going all over. And when they get close to a coast, that transponder goes dark real quick. Also tracking hurricane, what is it? Melissa out there in the Atlantic. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. Angry Mimi with a $4.99 super chat. Much appreciated. Thank you very much. As I always say, from the like to the super chat and everything in between, we absolutely appreciate the support here on Warwatch Intel. Again, you guys are what makes this such a great place, and we appreciate the support all the way around. Another bird we can't see on the map, I'm not even seeing it on mine, is the Weather Flight Teal. 74, I believe, was up. It was making its way west of Jamaica, heading due south towards Panama. But I believe it heads into the island of Curacao, which is just off the Venezuelan coast. It lands there, gets some fuel, and then heads back up through the hurricane, making a transit back up to Florida. They could be pulling double duty and bringing some cargo down there, or maybe doing some weather recon off the coast of Venezuela. But these Teal flights being down there, they're there to track that gigantic hurricane that within 12 hours yesterday went from a tropical storm to a Cat 3, and in 24 hours is now at a Cat 5. Last I heard, the reported winds on that hurricane, 175 mile an hour winds.
Holy smokes.
175 mile an hour winds, not
They
gusts.
said it was also picking up.
Yeah, it's absolutely picking up. It'll lose a little bit of strength when it crosses over the island of Jamaica itself, and then it is going to slam into Cuba full force. The one good thing that I did see out of this is that it is not forecasted to make U.S. landfall. It will probably smoke Bermuda again. It's making its way in that direction out Hamilton, out to Bermuda, and then on its way probably towards Portugal. Portugal's taken the brunt of a couple of storms this year, and they're probably going to get another one. So hopefully, my people over there are nice and safe and sound. Probably about 2 weeks from now.
So, Swiller, what do you think about that 4Exercise GT26 CPX ACE? That was interesting.
It makes me want to go to another channel, and not the one that everybody in the chat is thinking I mean when I say another channel. This is a completely different channel. It makes me want to go there and shove something down his throat. For years, this idiot that runs his own channel, he pretends he's a news organization. You might know who I'm talking about. For years, that idiot sits there on his channel and screams about how they never do exercises on 11175. They never do exercises. And they literally said 4Exercise. So the next time you guys are on somebody else's channel, no matter who it is, and they're using this to try to doom you guys into supporting them, just remember where you guys have a home. Facts, not fear. Listening to the exercises, the 285 character exercise message that was out there. Sorry, y'all. I get a little passionate about this. There's been a lot of he said, she said over this subject over the past couple of years. And hopefully this is one more step to putting an end towards it.
Now, I do want to play devil's advocate here, both sides. There is a chance that the call sign was exercised, but how interesting either way, right?
Yeah. Interesting's the right word for it.
Now, these B1s are currently west of Michigan and possibly returning debates at this time. Are you tracking those? Sorry, I'm still setting up some stuff here. Decided to move some stuff around during the broadcast. You know me, I don't like missing EAM.
Sorry, I had to get my screen back on track here. Checking out those B1s moving across Lake Michigan right now, making a beeline towards, I guess Oshkosh is a good Wisconsin. Everybody knows about the Oshkosh flying. They've heard about Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Those B1s are making a straight line over the lake right now towards Oshkosh. As you see, moving at about 500 miles an hour, tracking at flight level 270. It's cool to see them in formation like this with both of their transponders on. Typically, when you have a flight of aircraft, whether it's a flight of 2 or 3 or 4, typically only one aircraft will keep that transponder on just to keep things easy for tracking purposes and whatnot, so you don't have a whole bunch of blips on a map and a whole bunch of data in one small little space. But to see them both on, to know that there's two in the air right there, one of the most bad-ass planes on the planet. Man, we sure do have some fun toys, Frost.
We sure do. So one thing I do want to shout out, the B1s that went south towards, I know we have a lot of training exercise going on right now. However, these two B1s that did go south, I think that was a huge show of force for Venezuela and the world today. We did put those about 70 miles off their coast.
Mm-hmm.
And so let me turn off one of these radios here. We did put that off about 70 miles off their coast, but for part of the time, these did not go up dark. These went off kind of as a show of force. The B1s were tracked all the way down to Florida, and then Florida going down through the Gulf of America, going east past the hurricane, and then Hurricane Melissa, right? And then right off the north coast of Venezuela, still with tracking ADS-B on. To me, if they were going to do something, they would not be having their ADS-B tracking on. So big show of force, showing off our might. Very interesting also, again, to see the B1s returning to base at this time, possibly. Okay, let's see here. Angry Mimi 0919. Hey, Angry says, I'm here to learn. This is a great place to learn. We have such a friendly community. Um, some places on the internet, not even places like this, but if you don't know it, then forget about it. But here, feel free to ask questions. We can help you up here. Our mods do a great job, and we have so many people that I myself and probably Swiller have learned from in chat here. We have some amazing people here that can help you out. I've learned so much from all of you and just enjoy chatting. So welcome in, Mimi. Good to have you here. Tim Harkness, did you look at the whole track in Venezuela? They made it look like a Christmas tree. No, I didn't see that, Tim. That's amazing. Last time our B-52s went down there, they also... Didn't they make a track in the sky on the tracking?
Yeah,
I thought it was something inappropriate.
I mean, it wasn't a Christmas tree, but some people might call it the gift that keeps giving.
Yeah, it was an interesting symbol in the sky.
Yeah.
All right. So we are tracking for more frequencies to come in. Also would like to recap some of the things that we heard yesterday. Oh my gosh. So before Zulu, let me pull it up here. Here at Warwatch, all of our EAMs reset at 0000, which is midnight Zulu time, which is about 2 hours, 3 minutes ago. Let's see here. I'm pulling up the Warwatch server here. Possibly. We had 40 EAMs yesterday before the reset. Before that, we had 37, 9, 16, 18. So you can definitely tell some of those might have been training. Unknown, hard to tell. We're not the recipients. For the exercise going on right now. But we're going to listen no matter what. Swiller, what are some of the interesting things we heard today / when did I go live last? Sunday? It was Skymaster. We heard a Skymaster on Sunday morning, right?
And it was a little different of a Skymaster. You know, typically you'll have mainsail calling Skymaster, or Skymaster maybe calling another station somewhere. And we did not have that this time. We had stations that were using their call signs that were stating this is a Skymaster message. I know I saw on Twitter somewhere that some Yahoo someplace said that they heard Sky King messages, and that was not the case. There
I
were
did
no
not
Sky
hear
King
a single
messages.
Sky King.
Yeah, but there were plenty of Skymaster messages, plenty of communications, plenty of 9 sets of threes, 8 sets of threes, lots of what I would assume, 100% assume, to be targeting and launch from what we've seen in what's that movie that you like that you turned me on to, Frost? Dawn's Early Light.
Oh,
From what we
man.
see there, they use sets of 3 in that. So what one only can assume was probably an exercise for launch of some sort. We heard a bunch of that yesterday, and I think, though, one thing that I haven't even had a chance to hypothesize with you, Frost. Yesterday, at the same time that the exercise was going off here, Russia was apparently testing their new missile, a nuclear-powered cruise missile.
That thing,
I
have questions about that. Go ahead.
I do too. I think we heard background EAMs during the middle of the exercise that were real world, that had something to do with that missile test.
I completely agree, my friend.
Because there was some in there that kind of popped in randomly, and they didn't have the same tone as the exercise messages did. So I wouldn't doubt if that was going
on. So a couple of things to address. The hypersonic missile. Now, this is a question to chat, and I'm going to get to a few awesome comments in chat here. Have we ever had, that we know of, a hypersonic nuclear powered missile, meaning This thing went like, was it 12,000 nautical miles or something like that? Doesn't need a combustible fuel. How insane is that? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that question. Robert Ham says the B-1s are probably flying to Alaska to stand on station because Trump is flying to Japan, then Seoul to meet with Xi Jinping. That's a very good possibility. Thanks for putting that out there, Robert. Okay, so I would also like to touch on this. Mike Jens 2271 says, just watched The House of Dynamite and it was a tad unrealistic. Okay. I'm not going to spoil this for anybody. I did enjoy the movie. There was some parts that were questionable. However, some people like Annie Jacobson and some of the nuclear experts out there said some of the parts were done very well. This movie does have, actually has a lot to do with some of the procedural stuff that happens, like nuclear exchange, how things would happen, how people would react in the real world. I'm not going to get into the movie, not going to spoil it for you, but I think it's, if you have 2 hours to kill, I think it's worth a watch. I found it very interesting. I think the first 20 minutes are some of the best cinema I've seen this year so far for this kind of genre. But yeah, pretty good stuff. It's on Netflix right now if you have a Netflix subscription still.
Listen, that movie made headlines today. There's a little back and forth going on between the movie's director and the Pentagon. The Pentagon was a little touchy today about their depiction of how the GBI system, the ground-based interceptor system, would work, and they took a little bit of exception to a particular point in the movie. And there was, I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but I'll say there was definitely a disagreement where the director thinks that they're right and the Pentagon thinks that the director's wrong. What I thought was interesting about the whole thing, kind of taking this in a different angle, is that, you know, we've been seeing reports from the Pentagon about having to follow certain rules for disclosing certain capabilities and information and all that kind of good stuff. I wonder what the Pentagon is going to do now that a movie has been made that they don't agree with. I want to know, are they going to come after Hollywood? Is the Pentagon going to target Hollywood? And I don't mean that in like, you know, a military sense, but you know, the Pentagon's got more apparatus than just the military.
Yeah. So I think it's interesting that one, it's a movie for entertainment on Netflix and they're taking their time to address that. Two, members of the Department of Defense and our War Department are not allowed to even talk to Congress anymore without approval. And then we had everyone but OAN turn in their badges because they did not want to follow the new protocols of just rebroadcasting whatever the War Department wants to put out and no more independent journalism. Whatever side you're on, that's okay, but that's exactly what's happening. But again, oh, 1 second. Residence is standing by for traffic. Let me know in chat if you heard that one. I have like 5 different windows up right now. Were you able to hear that? Resident standing by for traffic? If not, I will get that shared. Again, I have a Windows window on one of my desktops that's under a tactical hex code. I can't see it. HCTS 2009. What's the name of that movie? It's called The House of Dynamite. It's on Netflix right now. Just came out, I believe, Saturday or Sunday. It's worth a watch if you got an extra 2 hours. It's very procedural. It's very not your average Hollywood movie, action-packed, things blowing up, guns ablaze. It's very more like minute by minute, play by play, and then recapping it over and over. Don't expect a Rambo style film.
All right, so hey, we were talking about that new missile over there.
Yes.
I'm gonna get a little nerdy, so bear with me, everybody, for about 2 to 3 minutes here. New missile, Berevsnik, is also known as the Skyfall. It is the 9M730, or NATO call sign SSC X9 Skyfall. It's a low-flying, nuclear-powered, nuclear-armed cruise missile under development for the Russian armed forces. There's been a lot of speculation about what this thing can do, but as I'm reading along here, everybody outside of Russia says that this is a subsonic cruise missile that relies on nuclear fission for its propulsion. But they're thinking that powers some sort of a jet engine. We Americans tried this back in the 50s because why not? But our way of doing it was having little, like, small nuclear explosions behind the missile. There would be a detonation that the pressure wave from the detonation would hit a plate on the back of the missile, propelling it forward, and it would be like boom, 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 moving it across the sky. And you can get a lot of reactions getting the thing going really fast, but it puts out a lot of radiological emissions. Um,
Is
so
that similar to
this,
like a scramjet or something?
yeah, one person says it's based on a ramjet. One person says it's based on a turbojet. Um, but from what I can see, everybody outside of Russia says that it's likely a subsonic cruise missile that might get supersonic in its boost stage because it uses a liquid booster. But once it's flying around at subsonic speeds. More to come. More to come.
Now, Swiller, just touch on it real quick. An ICBM, this is something that you bring up quite often. An ICBM, a missile, like in the movie, not to give a whole lot away, like in the movie, that is no matter from whatever ground base, nuclear sub based, or mobile launch platform based, that goes into space and comes back down. Those are hypersonic by trait, right? So when we talk about hypersonic missiles, it's not like this is something crazy or new. We've had
Yeah.
hypersonics with ICBMs for quite some time.
Once they're in the boost phase going up, you're doing about Mach 4 until you get just outside the Earth's atmosphere. And then once you're outside the restraints of Earth's atmosphere, you don't have to worry about aerodynamic drag anymore. And you still got that rocket lit behind you. You start picking up speed, maybe Mach 10, maybe Mach 15. And as you're coming back through the atmosphere, you're still hypersonic. The difference is when Americans talk about hypersonic missiles, they're talking about a missile that moves at hypersonic speed that is still controllable, not at a terminal velocity of hypersonic, but at a controllable velocity of hypersonic. Russia's missiles that they claim to be hypersonic, yeah, they're moving at a hypersonic rate of speed, but they're on a parabolic arc. They're going to hit a target based on their apogee, based on their launch elevation, speed, and apogee of launch. It's a predictable path. They might be able to off gas or have little rockets at the end to make small corrections, or to be able to move it maybe a few miles down the road to an alternate target or something like that, but not evading missile systems, evading defense systems up and down and in and out through all these, invisible domes of radiation that a radar system puts out to detect it. Nobody has a hypersonic missile like that yet. China claims to, but they've never showed it to anybody. We are working on it in development. Russia says they have one, but it's not one. It's a supersonic, high supersonic at best. I think like Mach 3, basically about the same as what an SR-71 used to be.
That's awesome. Real quick, and thank you, Swiller, I put a Discord link in chat. If anyone has not joined our Discord, I haven't checked in a while, but I think we have over 800 members in our Discord now. So there's the link in Discord. If you use that, we have lots of different things we can't talk about in there. We have some voice channels. We have a Warwatch channel. We have Swiller. Swiller has his own channel as well. as well as we have Mindshift in there, which talks about spreading positivity in the world and powerful messages. And also interests like prepping firearms and a whole bunch of stuff in there where we can talk about freely with little to no oversight, I guess. There's certain things we can't talk about here on this platform. Let's see here. Okay, so just wrapping up, I'm going to put out some videos or maybe recap some stuff live here in the next few days of yesterday's, this week is already flying, yesterday's broadcasts and messages. As to repeat what Swiller said, we had some broadcasts that came in with the call sign. I don't remember the call sign now. It was a call sign, not mainsail. And they said Skymaster, meaning that is a tag onto the call sign. Skymaster was not the call sign. It was very deliberately stated that way yesterday, and I thought that was very interesting. We'll cut up those videos. We recorded the live stream. We also had some moderators clipping some stuff like that, so we will bring those back out and talk about them. Jeff Stout says 79 thumbs up. Come on, hit that like button. Thank you so much, Jeff. Very interesting comms in the last 48 hours. Like I said, again, most of these or some of these could be attributed to what's going on with the exercise, but we also have a lot of real world stuff going on. Unknown if they're related to the comms right now. We also just had, I'm not sure if you guys could hear that. I didn't have it shared. I'll share it just in case.
Mainsail. This is residence on 11175. How copy my station? Over.
Okay, residence is trying to copy or contact mainsail. And again, mainsail.
Last caller, this is mainsail, say again, last over.
Mainsail, this is residence on 11175. How copy my station? Over.
I'll explain right after this here.
Residence, this is mainsail. I have you Lima Charlie, how me? Over.
Mainsail, this is residence. My station has you Lima Charlie as well. My station requests you exit the net at this time. Over.
LC means Lima Charlie. That means they can hear them loud and clear.
Residence, this is mainsail, stand by for authentication.
Now they're going to authenticate to make sure they're who they are.
Mainsail, this is residence. My station is standing by. Over.
They're both going to do an authentication code, and they both have to authenticate that they are who they say they are. And then I'll explain mainsail again as soon as these guys authenticate. This sounds like it's an E6 checking out of the net. So this could be the one in Oklahoma or the one over the Atlantic right now, or there could be one I don't even know about up right now that's dark.
So the one in Oklahoma went dark, but another plane that I'm going to call out is Wolf 85.
Residence, this is mainsail. I have you authenticate Whiskey India Kilo. Say again. Whiskey India Kilo. How copy? Over.
So on his decoder ring of sorts, he's going to put in WIK, and then he's going to come back with his authentication code. That's just the easy way to explain it here. On his trigraph of sorts, and then he's going to come back with his three-character code.
India Kilo with uniform. If correct, request you authenticate Alpha Romeo Sierra. I say again, request you authenticate Alpha Romeo Sierra. Over.
So they are both asking each other to authenticate, so they know who they're talking to.
President, this is Mainsail, authenticate Alpha Romeo Sierra with Delta. I say again, Alpha Romeo Sierra with Delta. If correct, I have you exiting the net at 0221 Zulu. I say again, I have you exiting the net at 0221 Zulu. I'll copy over. Mainsail, this is Residence. You have my station exiting the net at 0221 Zulu. My station requires no further assistance at this time. This is Residence out.
Okay, so that E6 is checking out of the net, meaning they're no longer needing assistance, or they're not going to be contacting. Mainsail, most of the time, is a radio operator that takes turns or shift work out of Joint Base Andrews. They can remotely operate other CNCS machines all around the planet, log into them remotely, and listen for traffic, so they don't have to have somebody at that machine 24/7. And they can also respond from that machine remotely, so they can sit at Joint Base Andrews or from really anywhere actually, and listen, and then also broadcast from that machine. And when they do that, they call that mainsail. So that's actually, from what I understand, that could be different. If you have any updates for me, please let me know.
Frost.
But they'll sometimes have that call sign and then also use a different call sign as mainsail. Go ahead.
Do you remember we were listening one night? This is probably 8, 9, 10 months ago. We were listening one night, and there was a C-17 making his way to Hawaii, and he called for a radio check from Hickam.
Yeah.
And a nice sounding lady
Mhm.
got on the radio and was like, yeah, radio check, blah, blah, blah. And he immediately went into, hey, so where you at on the island? You think, you want to meet up or something?
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm sitting in Virginia right now.
Right.
Totally
That's
shot
hilarious.
him down.
Another interesting call we had one night was somebody calling in, and they asked to go to a separate channel, and somebody was actually needing to make hotel reservations because they were having some kind of maintenance problem. They needed to land, so they were making hotel reservations ahead of time. That was really interesting. That was another good call.
Yep. Hey, so before we had the exit from the net there, I was going to talk about another airplane real quick.
Please do.
We see call sign Wolf on some 737s that have been flying around, specifically November 308 Bravo Romeo. Those 738s are actually training aircraft for E6s. So they have all the same kit and everything that an E6 would have inside of it. But they fly in a smaller platform purely for training purposes. It is unclear if we have ever heard those folks before, but that plane right now is on his descent, likely going to land at Tinker, which is where I think that other E6 probably landed, because it is now off the map.
Thank you so much. Also, I see a lot of new faces in here tonight, and we have such a high viewer count compared to what we normally have. So thank you. Welcome in. We do share a lot of intel here on the channel. There's a lot of commands that you can learn, and also that we do here. That stuff is also archived automatically on our Discord. And then depending on what it is shared over on our X or Twitter platform, and also shouting out who shared it and all that stuff. So follow us on X, join our Discord. We have a great thing going on over here. And one more time, holy smokes, we hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Let's freaking go. Holy smokes.
And if y'all are new around here tonight, I notice we got 100 in the chat room right now, or in the live stream right now. Sorry, I'm getting tired. 100 folks in the live stream. If you haven't had a chance to yet, hit that thumbs up button, give us a like, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, hit that bell notification icon so you know when we go live or when we upload new videos. Make sure you share our stream on your social media channels. If you got a Facebook, a Twitter /X, if you got a MySpace, hell, send smoke signals to your neighbor if you have to, unless you live in a dry part of the country. I wouldn't want you to start a fire now. But do what you got to do. Put us out there. Share us with your friends and family. We appreciate all the support. whether it's a like, a super chat, or anything in between. We appreciate all the Recon crew members that we have. It is absolutely every viewer that makes this place a great place, every viewer that makes the Discord a great place. I thank you guys very much for it. So if you can do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Much, much, much appreciated.
Thank you so much. One other thing to note over on our Discord, if you're part of that, we do send out critical alerts. We at everybody on there during major times of breaking news or critical alerts. These, we don't spam these. These are, I think we've only done like 3, 4, 5 critical alerts since our channel's been up. Those have been for giant explosions in Ukraine, Russia, large missile attacks into Israel, stuff like that. If anything happens here at home in the United States, for most of us, we'll definitely send out those critical alerts. But those are few, far and between. So definitely sign up for those. Holy
Jeff
smokes.
Stout.
Jeff, what a legend. Jeff just gave out 5 gifted memberships to the Recon crew. We got Toolman, Govamom,
That's a name I haven't seen in quite a long time.
Sharky's Machine. Thank you so much, Jeff. We got a whole bunch of new Recon crew members. Thank you so much. Well, folks, I think that's going to do it for us. We'll get the 24/7 stream back up and running here in just a few minutes. We'll be over there listening, I'm sure, for the next few days at least. During this exercise, we're going to have a ton of radio traffic. But even with that going on, we have a ton of things going on around the world. We have POTUS going to be over in Japan, like that was mentioned before. We have all this Venezuela business. We have tensions in Ukraine and Russia that continue. And we have everything going on in Israel that's calm for the moment. So we're going to keep an eye on it still. But things are going on all around the world. We're going to bring you the late breaking news live here on the channel. Listen to the comms and spot all the things. Swiller, thank you for joining me. Swiller, give us a link and a shout out for your channel. So for the news channel, Swiller takes you into the next part of things, the nerdy in-depth look into all the technicals and interesting things that we talk about here on this channel and more. Swiller, if you want to shout that out, give that link out.
Yeah, so I created Intel Stack. It was originally going to be called Intel Shift when Frost had the Static Shift channel going on, and we were going to kind of do like a little Shift Network thing, but rebranded it over to Intel Stack. Kind of thinking along the lines of like a Substack where we can get deep into the annals of what makes things tick, why B-52s are stationed where they're at, deep diving into our nuclear triad, deep diving into what an E6 does, talk about its 5-mile long trailing antenna, talk about the E4B, also dive into geopolitics. Going to talk about the things that make things go boom and why they go boom and who had their hand on the button making things go boom. And when Frost is out and about or Frost is unable to get live going on here, we'll pregame over there. We'll get a little live fired up. We'll start covering the news, and then once we can go into war mode over here on Warwatch Intel, we'll switch over and do things together. Because if it's one thing that's going to be happening, and I'm sure y'all agree with me, shit's going to hit the fan here soon. And you know that I don't cuss too much on these things, but I really do. Just with everything going on in the world, things are just a little too convenient right now. With the tensions down in Venezuela, with this trade agreement that we haven't been able to put together for months, all of a sudden we have a trade agreement with China. Like, who's getting paid? Who's getting screwed? We'll get into all the details of everything that we can find. Deep dive it all out, and we're not going to be afraid to talk about politics. Everybody over there is welcome. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle you're on. I ain't going to shun nobody away. Everybody's got an opinion, and we value it just like we do here on Warwatch. But if we want to get a little deeper into the politics side of things, we could definitely do that over there as well.
Yeah, thank you so much, Swiller. So one thing we are going to look towards in the future with our partnership with Swiller and beyond is not just this channel, but we are growing into a larger community. So I can't be live 24/7, except for when Velma's running this stream. I don't have all the information. We do as a collective community. So all of us, including Swiller and more, we're going to bring you all the different things depending on whatever aspect that is.
You just reminded me
Tim-
of something.
Yeah, go ahead. Tim's got a question too. Put that in chat, Tim.
Perfect. Hey, real quick, I want everybody to know I am not going to start my own Discord for Intel Stack. There's no reason to do that. We have one hell of a great community. So what Frost has done is he's broken out some tabs in there, and there's going to be the standard Warwatch Intel Discord that you guys know, but within that, there's going to be a section for Intel Shift where if you want to talk directly with me or talk about something that I was mentioning on the program, we have that place for that there. And then also another area for Mindshift and all the positive and the motivation that comes out of Mindshift.
Thank you so much, Swiller. Tim, I think you had something. And then Amy had a question of what Skymaster means. I'll touch on that briefly, but we're going to do a live session or video on that. Skymaster, in my opinion, denotes training, at least for right now. Training or exercise, in my opinion. That's not fact, and that's not pulled from any source. That's just my own gut feeling here. So we're going to do a longer, what is an EAM for the people that might be new here or don't know. That's totally okay. We're going to do some videos of what is Sky King, what is EAM, and all that fun stuff here.
All right, Frost. What Tim did is, I see what Tim did. Tim sent a message in one message in 2 messages. In his first message, he says, "Can I say one thing that is special?" And then he says, "Y'all are listening to real people talking with real people." Tim, couldn't have said it any better than myself, man. Thank you very much for being here and being part of the community. Like I said, it's all you guys. And then Dale Walker says, times on daily shows. We don't do daily shows necessarily. We will be coming up hopefully soon here. It just, life is a little bit busy. I don't mind telling you guys that I am a dad of 2 wonderful kids and a husband. So as much as I would love to sit here online with you guys all day and all night, I do have a 9 to 5. And then when I come home from my 9 to 5, I do have family responsibilities. I could speak for Frost and say that's basically the same thing for him.
Yep, same.
So we're not having a consistent schedule at this time. However, once life gets to a point for the both of us that it lines up to where we can have a schedule, we'll definitely have it up on the screen. We'll let you guys know if we're going to go live on Saturdays or Sundays or Wednesdays or whenever. If there's going to be a planned show, you guys will be the first to know about it. We'll make sure we communicate it to you guys and make sure we throw it up on the Discord as well.
But do know if something were to happen that's huge and we need to cover it live, I don't care if I'm in my car with my cell phone. We're going to go live to you and bring you the information. We'll send out those critical alerts, or I'll be in chat with you at the very least, and we will make sure that you are informed and up to date. This channel means the world to both of us. I know it means a lot to you guys, and all of you tuning in tonight mean the world to us. So everyone, have a super fantastic night. Join us over here on the 24/7 stream that's about to come up here in just a few minutes. And Swiller and Frost, we're going to check out of the net, and we'll see you soon.
Right on, everybody. Thank you very much. Hey, really quick here. I'm Swiller. He's Frost. This is Warwatch Intel. We are out.